Say it in comments. Say it in comment.
You're listening to Say It in Common, where we talk about it all, not just Dungeons and Dragons. I'm AJ Cannon.
Seth Templin.
Tyrel Merle.
And Dustin Volts.
Everybody happy to be here?
So happy to be here.
We're back live from the retirement home again. And as always, this episode is brought to you by Tiger Skull RPG.
Tiger Skull RPG.
Check them out at tigerskullrpg.com. Use our code Commoners30 for 30% off of everything in the store. Not just 5th edition NPC encounters, but backpacks, t-shirts, awesome stuff. Check them out also on patreon.com/tigerskullrpg. You can get the stuff monthly, low price, get it early, and bring some awesome role-playing game, tabletop content to your table. Stuff never seen before, all original. And give your players something to crap their pants about.
With excitement.
Yeah, I'm trying.
When are we ever going to play Tiger Skull?
I'm sorry, I just haven't.
Yeah.
So very soon, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I've got the next game in my mind. I think my mom might play with us too.
Okay.
She's been asking me to play, so shout out Deb. I know you're listening.
Number one fan.
Shout out new listeners. I know Malachi's all fired up listening to us now.
Yeah, that's
and he
super
started
cool.
on episode 24. So shout out Malachi. You might be in
Let's go
Panama
back
by the
to the
time you hear
beginning.
this. Yeah, he needs to.
Definitely needs to go back.
Because he was asking me a bunch of questions about it the last couple of days, and I keep having to explain to him what happened. I'm like, dude, you just need to go back
Just
and
go
listen.
back and listen.
So if you're a new listener and you're starting right here, start over because it'll be
worth
way
it.
better.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I just listened to the whole thing again.
Did you?
But we're still getting a lot of listens right now. We're on our way to 2,000 real quick. So anyway, shout out everybody. Shout out Tiger Skull RPG. Go check them out. And with that, keeping it common, episode 24 of the campaign.
It was fun. I'm super excited that I killed his dad.
Before you got a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, he talked to me so much beforehand. He's like, I want a chance to talk to my dad and like just try to work some stuff out.
I especially love that I knew nothing about that and knocked him out and then killed his dad.
Because pretty much Ryan killed him with that lightning bolt.
Yeah.
But then I kind of retconned it like, oh yeah, he's still breathing.
Technically in D&D, being zeroed out only means fainted, theoretically. Unless it's like undead.
You don't. No one plays NPCs that way.
Right,
though.
nobody. But when you're fighting, also when you're fighting a fellow, like, because he was like a character, because you had Cameron rolling for him. Theoretically, yes, they do get zeroed out and they do faint. But yeah, no one ever plays it that way unless your player says, "I want to non-lethally cut his head off." Right. That right, Tyrel?
I mean, you definitely lethally cut his head off. So.
Oh yeah.
Not a whole. I mean, it was like a lot happened, but not a whole lot. Like we didn't do a whole lot, but it was
a filler
definitely
episode,
chapter.
kind of.
It was a chapter turner.
It was a chapter end.
Yeah, transitional episode.
Season 2.
Season 3. No, not really.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say it really was. It was just a chapter end, more than a season.
Shout out to Baby Maverick.
Baby Maverick on the podcast.
Make him say something.
You gonna say something? You gonna laugh or something? Nah. No. My son. Oh, there was something. He's too well behaved. He won't talk.
That's not true.
Cynthia's here. What's up, Cynthia? Can't shut her up unless you turn on the podcast.
Okay. I already want me to do something.
Sure.
When she's safely outside of mic range.
Okay. Yeah, go get food. It's fine.
I mean, are we not eating here in a little bit?
Handle the Cuban's barbecue.
AJ, some of us have to eat every 30 minutes.
Is that you?
Are you being judgy?
Is that you or Seth?
Seth cruelly had Cameron bring 3 plates of barbecue for him and his wife so he could throw it all away.
Okay, anyway.
We'll cut that.
No, we won't. I've been leaving all that crap in.
I don't care. Thank you. Love
Bye,
you.
Cynthia. Good to see you. Be careful.
So did everything go like you were expecting, Tyrel and AJ? Like as far as just summing everything up, learning, moving on.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was funny. We didn't know what to do with the head.
Yeah.
That was so ridiculous. I said let's take it to him. And
You
y'all
did,
just like,
yeah.
No. Like,
Well, he said put it.
who else would you take it to? The guy leading the charge
Yeah.
through the gates.
Well, I don't know stuff like that. I didn't know.
Tyrell had to waste, 2 spell slots?
Well, it's just one.
Yeah,
I
he
ran
flew.
back.
He flew one time and then ran back.
Yeah. Why are you running back, Thread?
But I'm fired up to go to the Veiled Coast.
Yeah, I'm interested to see your character's history there.
Yeah, me and Seth have talked about it a little bit, worked some stuff up. I don't know if we're making it there today though.
I don't think we are.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
We where did we leave off as far as travel?
Y'all had I think y'all just made it back to
Edge of
Juniper Grove.
Juniper Grove. No, was it? Okay, got it.
Yeah, you sent us back to Juniper Grove because we teleported into the
That's right.
Gilded Lily and then came out, just got started down the road, not very far at all.
and found a gouged eye.
Yeah, a demon.
Oh yeah.
Gouging an eye.
Man, we just took down a Duke, and already we've got teleportation travels between multiple.
Yeah, isn't it awesome?
Man, we're really moving up in the world.
You know what's something really funny? I was just listening to episode 17 because I wanted to hear about the town that y'all are like probably about to go to next to the Porcelain Sea and stuff. And the only spell that he got out of Underhill's spell book was sending, and I just gave y'all an item of sending.
Oh my gosh! Don't have to use a spell slot though.
Oh gosh, that made me laugh so much.
You still have his spell book though, right?
No, we
no,
He
Took
threw it in the
away.
middle of the ocean.
so that he couldn't steal it.
No, so that he couldn't track y'all.
Oh my gosh! I forgot that.
I don't think that he would have that kind of magic yet. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if wizards can. It's possible he could scry his spellbook.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't know if he's high enough level, but eventually he could be if he was malicious. So now he's gonna scry me like that, right in that lake, emperor or king. That they're still there. But, yeah.
The way I'm gonna just tell y'all something that I'm completely stealing out of Aragon. Actually, is how scrying works, and I like it a lot. In Aragon they're dragon riders, and they can scry things. They have to use an ability, but they can only scry on things that they have been to. So like in the times that the dragon riders like actually ruled, they would just fly constantly through the country so they could visually learn everything in the world and like, I can scry on this place and I'll see everything that's there.
So we can only scry on things we've done before, we've been to.
Yeah.
Okay. So none of that Laura giving a crazy explanation and then scrying on it from a third party.
Okay.
Which I don't know if y'all will ever scry on anything or not. Maybe.
He's the only one that's gonna be doing it.
Clerics can't do it.
Huh?
I think most of
Yeah,
my
he won't get high enough level
Unless y'all found an item that you could.
until much later.
spells are so far anyway have been more damage dealing than or support based.
If you focus on your bard, you could get it. I think. Oh, it depends on what bard class you go. I don't know what scry is off the top of my
That's
head.
also something I'm working on right now. Still don't know.
There's a bard class that's very similar to the barbarian you are. I sent it to you a long time ago. It was like a word. I think it was something of the note or something. Note of destruction. I don't know. There's some
What
cool-
was it I was talking to you about?
There's a couple of cool.
College of Swords, I think.
That one is.
I like that
Aren't you a level 5 barbarian?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a waste then.
I don't know.
College of
It
Swords.
goes along with it.
I'm talking about as
just
a
gives you a
class.
second attack.
It gives you the same features you already have, and you don't double up on them. You just waste that level. If you take that bard beyond level 4 or 5, you get a feature you already have, and that's a kind of a waste.
Yeah, I did notice that, but I don't. I'd rather waste something than take something that doesn't make sense.
I love that about you too.
I mean,
Like I really love that you.
let me look.
I've kind of decided the next time I play a campaign, I'm going to play it. Go
I like-
away.
I like
I'm
to
gonna
find that
Let every
super
level decide itself.
Yeah.
I like to find that middle ground where it makes sense.
Which I kind of did that with Thordak.
I did with Duo. Everything I took made sense. Was dragon related, and it really just screwed me over with Rudy. Rudy and Magic, man. Just
College of Swords, you get fight. It's like fighter stuff. You do a fighting style. You can do dueling or 2-weapon fighting. Dueling would help me a lot. It helped me hit. And then blade flourish. You can do like roguey stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, before you pick your bard, you need to decide how much you're going to put into barbarian in the future. Because
More than bard. Well, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of something you need to keep in the back of your mind because
If AJ's getting too comfortable with his bard life, it's time for me to destroy him again.
Yeah.
Send him back on the depression bar.
I mean,
barbarian line.
I think combat wise, I'm gonna start doing more bard stuff because I'm so weak in combat. I can't even when I hit, I can't do hardly any damage.
right.
But yeah, I get extra attack at level 6. But next level, I would get 2 features.
That's the thing. As y'all continue to grow in level, Tyrel, because he's A mage, and B, not multi-class, he's going to outscale y'all so hard.
Yeah, which that's fine.
Tate, man.
Yeah, he's
Tate's
just
not
enough
gonna have-
fighter to suck.
He's not going to have anything good for forever.
Well, he will have 3 attacks if he's doing the war cleric thing. I mean, he does have that going.
Yeah.
But it's only
He's got to give up on doing,
Brave.
huh?
Grave cleric.
No. He's got to get. He's doing war cleric.
Oh, okay.
He's got to give up on trying to do great weapon master until he gets a little bit better to hit. Because I mean, it's
Yeah.
That's
But
rough.
when he does it,
yeah. When he
did
does
it
it, it's good.
on 2
Grave
attacks in a
Weapon's always
row.
been that way, though.
It's terrible.
I love 3rd edition Great Weapon Master. You decided. You had a D6. And you're like, all right, I'm going to decide how much do I want to take away from my hit. Like, if you want to do 3 damage with it, you add 3 to your attack or something. If you wanted to do all 6, you added none to your attack. So you could do more damage based on...
Oh, so it can increase both.
Yeah, it could increase both. But at the, like, if you increased the hit, you decreased your extra damage to it.
Oh.
It was
Okay, yeah, that works better, I think. When we get in the Veil Coast, that's going to depend on, or that's going to decide what college.
I had really considered. I'm gonna just go ahead and spoil some stuff that I had thought about and completely decided to go against. I was really close to just being like, all right, the Veil Coast is now Curse of Strahd. And
Oh, you're not doing that?
Not doing it. Because I don't want to be so dark and depressing as Curse of Strahd. That's all that is. I don't want the Veil Coast to be emo and all that. Like, I that's not how I see the Veil Coast, and that's not how. So I've completely decided not to do that.
Okay.
So I have to rebuild the whole thing.
Yeah, Seth had confided in me in that.
Yeah.
He called me one day and was asking if I thought that would be okay. It was like, I think that'd be really cool because we all want to play Strahd.
Yeah, everyone wants to play the Strahd.
It'd be really cool if we got to the end of it and you went, "Hey, that was Curse of Strahd." I mean, but you would have had to have done a lot of modification anyway. It may have been more work than just.
Like, Duchess Bathory, that was straw.
That was what my plan was. I was just gonna gender
Are we a
bender.
little too strong for Curse of Strahd, though? Isn't it level 5?
You could scale it.
No, you can start at level 5 and then it's supposed to end at like level 12 or something.
That's what I'm saying, though. It starts at level 5. We're at level.
Well, I would have just done away with some of the early stuff for y'all.
Right.
So yeah, I'm super excited. AJ has created a whole bunch of stuff for the area, and I think it's gonna be fun.
We're gonna hear Quincy's his old mixtape back when he was
Yeah.
not a barbarian.
Yeah, he's not. Luckily, he's not like famous or anything.
Yeah. I'm assuming Veiled Coast is gonna be like pre-rap Quincy. He was like old English.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be pomp and
Yeah, I love it.
I just listened to a book, and it just happened to like it's a thieves book, like the main character's thieves and stuff. And this is the 3rd book in the series, and they just happened to like go to a city, and they were part of a play, and it was very everyone talked like this. So like I've got a lot of inspiration for the Veiled Coast, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Can't wait to hear Quincy's greatest hits from the Veiled Coast.
He wasn't there very long. But now I'm worried about what we're doing tonight because this whole time I was kind of thinking we were going to get to the Veiled Coast. But it's not very close. It's not close to where we are. So we've got a whole bunch of travel time and no telling what we're fighting. Like
The academy is in what? And then in the Veiled Coast.
It is in the Veiled Coast. It's
But
about
you mean
halfway
literally-
down the Veiled Coast.
You mean literally
Yeah.
on the coast, though, is where we're going, though, right? That's why we're not going to get
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. So we'll be in the Veiled Coast.
So I was actually looking at our map, and I thought that the sound that y'all were going to was like kind of the closest one, but actually Galeport, which is the capital, is the furthest one. So I don't know if I might actually move that because I actually have my mind that I want that to be the first city that we go to up at the top, and then maybe work our way
Galeport,
down.
that's where I
Yeah.
was.
Right, I know you were in
Well, we
Galeport, so
could.
I'm thinking about like all I have to do is move a thing. Like no one's been there, so you know. So I think that's why I'm just gonna move a title up 2 inches on my map.
So we're going to Galeport, but I'm assuming we'll work our way down
Maybe,
to
I don't know.
Bathory, who's in the bottom. I
Well,
guess.
no, at the moment Bathory will be at Galeport.
Oh, okay. Oh well, then let's just not go south.
I mean, that's up to y'all. If y'all screw things up and she flees, maybe she'll go to another town or something.
Well, when have we screwed anything up? They've been so ridiculous with silence. So that's going to have to figure out a way to work around that silent kill maneuver that they've used
Well, I
over
just,
and over.
you know, I usually destroy it with a flump. So
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is,
If silence is cast, you can
everyone
bet there'll be a
goes to
flump.
that, and then that's how you make your escape.
Silence has a 20-foot radius. Flumps 30 feet.
yeah, there's nowhere you can get. You can get on the far side of it and hope it goes the other
Quincy in
direction.
the middle, who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to Tyrel on the way over here. I think I may just use the Tasha's table from now on, just say confusion, because that's the edited one. I'm going to look at them both and make sure. I can't remember what all the differences are.
I don't think your crazy armor one is on that one. I don't think. I think that was one of the ones
maybe
because
I
I
ought to
think it
keep
was
both
considered
then.
a little overpowered.
I know I was using both of them for a reason, but they're really close.
Maybe you and Seth should get together and just make a custom one where the lower numbers Seth picks the stuff that he thinks is the worst, and then the higher numbers you pick stuff you think is the best.
I told him just to use both of them. I like the just more
Yeah, but
chances.
it means less likely to use the best ones.
Well,
That's the point of wild magic.
that's
Like-
true. I like all the
I've got to
effects.
say, his wild magic, huge step up over.
Oh yeah,
Sorcerer.
wild magic sorcerer is bad.
Turn into a potted plant.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Which that was fun. Like one time we was playing with a guy and my character picked up the potted plant and just threw it at an enemy.
Oh, you're pugil.
My pugilist dwarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
He picked up the potted plant, threw it, and it did damage. And then the guy popped up right there, and he was like right in the middle of
That
everything.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Did he take damage from being hit or being?
No, because once it takes damage, you just pop back into your original form.
That's how he busted him out of the plant.
Yep. So every time he would turn into a potted plant, we just have to kick the potted plant and break it to get him out. Craziest thing though is like one time just a horse on fire showed up. He did drop a fireball right in the middle of us one time.
In a building at the bottom of a chasm.
Yep.
When there was a dragon hunting us too, I believe, or something. Some creature.
It was a
hunting-
drake. Yeah.
A drake. Yeah, something was hunting us, and we were hiding. I think there was an undead in there, and that's what happened. He blew the house up. It was killed my. So it was. I switched from a pseudo dragon to an imp because I was a warlock. I had switched over because I wanted the imp for the invisibility. I hadn't switched back. He blew my imp up. Pseudo dragon immune to fire. Imp not,
Yeah.
or at least half damage. I don't know, but yeah, it was crazy. I don't even think my character got damaged. I think I was standing right in the doorway, but my imp was inside. So yeah, it was hilarious.
Funny little.
Can Millicent summon those demons?
Yeah, because she sent the demon to talk to y'all.
She's sharing. She's for a coven, so she's sharing their spells. Okay, I got you. That makes sense.
That means she lied to you guys, because they only get coven spells when they're in a coven.
I just gave her the ability to make the. Yeah, she's high enough
Man,
level that she can do
If
it.
y'all don't, there's a YouTuber who does like in-depth character monster analysis. I've watched his hag one.
Actually, I can explain that better.
It is savage. Like hags, they're like they're like the soul traders of the underworld. They're pretty cool. He has a whole lot of videos.
So when she was at Juniper Grove, she could not make the Capra demons. But after spending time with Delilah taught her the summoning for them, and then
So they were like pre-covening.
yeah, Delilah was trying to get her to come and join.
Well, they're not. I don't think they're supposed to. In the lore, anyway, they're not supposed to have a hag's eye until they're officially a coven. But I mean, it's DM discretion.
Well, again, there was a coven at one time.
Your hag's eye. See, it caught me off guard when they found out it was a hag's eye because I've always imagined the hag's eye as just this like translucent eye that just floats around.
No, it can be in any item.
It can be an eye. I never even considered. I was like, that was very.
It's pretty much just them scrying on an item and seeing what's people's around.
Well, I don't think there's a range on it, and I think they can do it at any time, so it's more powerful. But yeah. That was really cool. That was really creative when we found out that was a hag. Because I don't think I was a player yet. I was a listener, and I was just like, oh, that's pretty creative. It's a freaking hag's eye the whole time.
Yeah.
Y'all were just carrying around a beacon.
But she still finds us anytime she wants to anyway.
No, Oren went looking for him. Well, Oren went looking for stuff.
Yeah, but then she sent the demon after us, and then she just did it again.
What?
Or we assume it's her. Could be one of the other ones.
Because Seth knows where we are.
I'm scared we're gonna get messed up fighting them or
I
something.
think
tonight.
Ryan's expecting a hag fight.
Yeah, that's what he said in the text.
like-
I hope not.
We can take a hag. We just can't take a coven.
Right.
And if it's a...
So how do y'all take that? What did y'all take that as? Did y'all take it as a threat or a warning?
It's either a threat or they're trying to summon us. One of the two, like two of them.
It's a threat. That's an eyeball.
Or they're trying to say maybe it was Millicent warning us that hey, we're a coven now.
Maybe that's Oren's eyeball.
I mean, we were obviously supposed to get the message.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Somebody that knows that it was a message for somebody that knows that they are the gouged eye, which is us.
Oh, I forgot they were called the gouged eye. Okay.
That's why I would keep dropping that. You could call it a gouged eye.
Yeah.
I forgot that was the name of the coven, so okay.
So I have no idea what to expect now, and for some reason I was thinking, oh yeah.
So yeah, you were thinking it was like way worse. Like,
I was like,
stabbed an eye. How evil of them!
I was like, you're not taking my eyes.
No, it was like their tag.
That's a messed up tag. Somebody had to lose an eye for that.
Could have been an animal.
Looks like Oren's eye.
I got it off a dead body somewhere.
It was the eye of
That they
Vecna.
killed.
What a waste, Seth. Gosh, just stab the eye. I don't know if that'd even work anyway since it's a magical item. I don't know. It's like a legendary magical item.
Well, anyway, anything else about the campaign? I'm just fired up to play.
Yeah, I'm excited to play. I'm excited to see I'm really excited now to discuss the eye thing because I don't know. I felt my character was in and out for a lot of the hag stuff partly because I was in and out for the second time, and then I just wasn't there when I met him the first time. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to talk. I'm definitely gonna be a little aggro.
Cameron's situation, I've had to talk to him quite a bit since the last game about it.
Daddy wasn't there.
I'm a little worried about him.
Y'all need to start role playing it.
I wouldn't go. It is tonight.
Okay.
That's I always make a to-do list. That's on it.
Because it's like, realistically, get this guy the hell out of the party. It's just like,
Well, we don't
put
know.
him in jail.
We don't know.
It is so hard to DM for a warlock class if you want the warlock deity to like be a part of the story. Like, it is not like I am not enjoying it. Like, it is not fun because he did this. He had a build. He was like he is trying to make a build, and if you want to be a bit like if you want to min max, that's fine.
He wants
If
the
you
OP
don't-
sorcerer warlock.
Right. That's fine. I don't care. Like, if that's how you have fun playing D&D, go for it. It's all good. But I mean, the book even tells you if you have a warlock, you're giving your DM permission to make the deity and the patron and all that stuff. So like I created Jax in the way that I wanted to create him in this story, and like he doesn't seem to understand his deity at all.
He's evil.
Yeah, he just like I can turn him. I can make him a better person. It's like a teenage girl with an abusive boyfriend or something. But it makes me feel bad because like I don't want him to not have fun. But like,
I mean, there are stories, anime and comics, manga, all kinds of stuff where where a mortal can shift the perspective. So I mean, if that's the direction he wants to take it, I mean, who are you to tell him?
I kind of expect him to kind of bring up some role play because I've kind of just told him like,
Yeah, I think you need to have him deal with Jax, and then just kind of you and him work that out.
I feel like I have very clearly made Jax evil in the campaign, especially talking to him.
But we also don't know his history because gods can be corrupted.
That's true. Well, I just mean right now. Jax right now is evil and wanting him to do evil, and is not really punishing him for not doing evil.
That's when it gets fun.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how far you've gotten, but I mean, what happened with Matt and Ford. I mean, that's the same situation.
See, I never listened enough to know how that actually ended up.
Ukatoa took away Ford's powers, and he had no powers for a fight.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, he took his powers away, threatened him.
I also don't want to rip off Critical Role.
Right. No, I understand that, but I'm just saying that's just one way they dealt with it. I mean, Ford basically just said, "Forget you," and went and got another patron, and then just kept his warlock levels, and they just kind of fold that in there. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just as a DM, I would consider class swapping my character.
So he was actually talking about multi-classing, and I'm probably giving away too much, but yeah, I don't know. He was wanting to multi-class in a sorcerer, and I was like, do you really even think that your deity would let you? If he is controlling all the power within you, do you think he would sorcerers have this inbred, it's part of who they are. Right. If a deity got to you first and they control so much of you think he's gonna let that suppression of magic suddenly start bursting forth? Probably not this one. He wants your powers to be.
It depends on where his powers come from. Right. If he has, for instance, if his sorcerer's origin is the fiend one, and I think he wants to do the life gain sorcerer or something. Oh God, the angel.
I think so.
So then the thought there is, if your deity is divine in nature, evil or not, good gods, bad gods, they're all technically divine. Mm-hmm. If he's divine in nature, then yeah, you could say that's another way of his power. So, and I don't know. And then you can make the multi-class be an internal power struggle within. I don't know. Something you and Cameron just got to work out.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. The Pantheon is so small right now.
He wants, he wants that class so bad because he's seen what it can do. It's all it is just. You warlock, you get short rest stuff, but then you get your sword. It's not that.
I don't even take short rest that much.
Right? Yeah, it's not that impressive.
I talked to him the other day. He asked me if I wanted to go walking, and he was talking about I don't think he's wanting to do the coffee lock anymore. I don't know what.
Well, I've kind of told him don't really think it's going to work very good. Bro.
I don't think that's what he's wanting to do. He's doing some other thing. I don't know what it is.
Well, we'll see what he does. I don't know.
Let the story decide. That's what
as long as he doesn't come to you and be like, I want to be a paladin. Who are you going to worship?
Well,
Tira, please get this Jax away from me.
I would love.
Ripping off
I would love if Rask did that. If Rask came in and was, and he starts worshiping Tira and he's a paladin monk, that would be awesome. Is that a good build?
No. It can be. Anything can be a good build if you work around it. Rask is a crazy character though, with no synergy whatsoever. Yeah. So anything will probably be an improvement.
Rask is so Kyle. He is so He's totally Kyle.
It's not Rask. It's Kyle the character.
Yeah. It's so funny. No, he was perfect. Didn't even make any noise.
He's just a natural podcaster.
Mm-hmm. Just gotta start talking more, man. Tell us what you think.
Who's your favorite character, Maverick?
What kind of class?
Definitely not that DM.
Burrito or crunchy taco? It's a crunchy taco.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a chalupa.
A what?
Chalupa.
Oh, that's chalupa. Speaking of food, let's do a food segment.
Are we done with it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. First of all, I want to just defend myself quickly.
On what?
Water. Okay, listen.
Water?
Yeah.
Oh,
so we had the conversation about water.
Yeah.
And I've taken so much crap about it from everybody. And on a podcast just the other day, some guys were talking about water, which they have before, and they said they're both from the New York, New Jersey area, and they said that Deer Park water that I mentioned on this podcast is one of the worst waters ever. So I just want to say I was there. I said the same exact thing. Deer Park water is terrible water. It's New York local water, like Ozarka is here. Terrible water. They confirmed it. They're from New York area. It's great. Also want to say, Colorado has one called Arrowhead. Terrible water. Tastes just like that Deer Park water. So apparently there's one everywhere. Okay, so that's it. That's it on that. I just wanted to defend myself on the water situation. I think it's an interesting conversation. There's a lot of water out there. People like certain waters and not other waters. So what?
I bought one and they said it had salt in it, and I was like, nope, didn't drink that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
I don't remember the brand. I was trying to remember what
It probably would just give you electrolytes. It'd probably be really good for you.
Have y'all had one of those liquid deaths? The canned ones? I had one in Colorado. It's water.
Why is it called liquid death?
It says it's like from
because Slughorn
it's like
made it.
mountain water or something from the Swiss Alps. I don't even know. And it's in a can. And if the can kind of throws me off. It's almost like it gives a little bit of a metal flavor, but it's very hydrating water. I mean, it's a great water. I drink one again. Anyway, okay. So for today, do we all like sweet tea?
I love sweet tea. Yeah.
We all like sweet tea. Okay. So what?
I only drink 3 things right now, and that's water, sweet tea, and milk. I don't drink Cokes or anything else.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way on that. So, first of all, I know that, I mean, it's a Southern thing. Like, my sister brought her boyfriend down here for Megan Cannon's wedding, and he had never had sweet tea, and I had sweet tea there. She's like, you have to have this because you've never had it. Like, if you go northeast, they don't
McDonald's even doesn't have it up there?
No,
Really?
No. They have like raspberry tea, you know, like stuff like that, but it's just iced tea, lemon, you know, tea with lemon, stuff like that, and none of it's sweet. I don't think they had it out in Colorado either. I didn't try to get it if they did. It's very much a Southern thing. It's very localized. So if anybody listening to this has never had sweet tea, just go get some cold tea, put sugar in it, see what you think. But anyway, I was going to ask, for us that know what good homemade sweet tea tastes like, what is the best store-bought tea? Like, I mean, like, as far as, like, in a bottle, like Lipton, Brisk. Tyrel, I know Tyrel likes Pure Leaf, so go ahead. I'll let you start.
The Pure Leaf is probably my favorite one out of all the ones that I've tried.
Is it the extra sweet?
No, just a basic
Just
sweet.
regular sweet.
Basic. I'm not a huge fan of the extra sweet.
I hate pure leaf tea.
Really?
It's so gross.
Well, it tastes more like tea than the others.
I think so too. Maybe extra sweet might be better. I don't know.
If you like sweet tea, you
See,
might be.
I have changed recently. McDonald's tea used to be the best tea you could get. The sweeter the better. Can't stand it anymore. It's
Terrible
always
tea.
too sweet. It's
It's
like
terrible
syrup.
To be
tea.
fair, if the cauldron hasn't been cleaned out, it's sour as crap.
Yeah, that's also true.
And that's a big issue.
Taco Bell has the worst tea. Theirs is always sour. It tastes like olive juice, and I hate olives.
Yeah, there are certain places that I go that I don't get sweet tea because it's just normally does
Taco
not
Bell
have
never has
sweet
good
tea.
sweet tea.
What do you think about Burger King?
Burger King never has good
Burger
anything.
King it's a little too sweet. It's a little too sweet. It's kind of like
as far as
McDonald's.
bottled, I love Milo's.
Oh, you
Okay, now that's a hot take. That's a hot take. I can get behind that.
Milo's.
I mean,
Love Milo's.
I didn't know if we were talking about tea bags versus.
No,
buying
I'm
it
talking
gallon.
about like a
I
bot.
drink Miles. It's the only one I ever see because anything else they have some
It's
kind of
super cheap,
additive.
too. Like you can get just a personal one for $1,
Yep.
and you can get jugs for like $2. I think.
$2.99 or
Yeah,
I've
Milo's.
drank Milo's once. I did like it. It was pretty
It's
good.
not too sweet. It has a good tea flavor.
Now I can get behind that. Now these people listen to this podcast. They ain't never heard of Milo's. There ain't no possible chance.
What about, was it Red Diamond?
That was what I was
Diamond
gonna
is my
say.
second one.
Milo's and Red Diamond are right there, but still,
I'm not a fan
You don't
of
like it, even with those, which I feel like are more. They're way closer to like a homemade Southern sweet tea, but they're still. You can tell they're made from it tastes like they're made from syrup. They say they're brewed, which I'm sure they are.
See, that's why I don't think I like True Leaf is because I can tell that it's
Pure Leaf.
or Pure Leaf.
Yeah.
I can tell that it's like it's been brewed, and I don't like brewed tea at all.
Oh
I
well,
don't like
see,
herbal teas. They're just.
I think Pure Leaf comes close. It's just way. It's high. I don't buy it because it's expensive. What is it?
It's like 2 something. They're like
Yeah,
plus
it's
a
$2.
Like a lemon flavor. and stuff.
I don't drink any tea that has flavoring to it. I just want regular
Just,
tea.
if you get the blue color bottle, it's just basic sweet tea. It's
Yeah.
not like they have like raspberry and all sorts of different flavors.
No, see, I'm behind that. But I definitely am way more, like on the Milo's Red Diamond, I like that those smaller off-brandish companies, they seem to make it a little.
Milo's it is woman owned and
Oh, it is?
like small factory and
Oh, like owned by the employees or
they
whatever.
brag about that on their bottle now.
Well, who's to say women don't naturally make better sweet tea? I don't see nothing wrong with that. But, Brisk, not good. Like not very good. Way too.
Yeah.
It's just a.
That's like a soda or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what is really bad is that Lipton, Georgia, whatever that they came out with recently.
You know,
So I don't like Lipton tea either.
I don't mind the Lipton tea bag to make it myself, but yeah, I don't buy any Lipton pre-bottled because it seems like they
Yeah.
always put some kind of additive in it, and I don't care for it.
Well, I was gonna say is like Lipton tea. Like if you're making it yourself,
Yeah.
I love that. But like if you're going with like the can or the bottle, Lipton, like the big like soda size bottles,
Yeah.
those are disgusting.
I don't want to drink tea out of an aluminum can. I don't know.
Well, that's like Brisk. Do they have Lipton cans?
Thought they did. Maybe it was, I'm thinking.
Brisk, they definitely have cans, and it's just not the same. Yeah.
I'm not sure, but like the bottles that the
Yeah.
Brisk and Lipton both make are just
Yeah.
disgusting. But then like I don't know, I like the Pure Leaf. I think the Pure Leaf.
The Pure Leaf is one of the best for sure. And anyway, we all agreed on that. That was a hot take. Cynthia, what do you think? Sweet tea?
No, that's sweet tea.
You like it? What's the best bottled?
Probably Milo's. I don't want to be on it.
Well, you just were.
Table.
You're on it all the time. You just don't even know. I don't even edit you out anymore. 'Cause
He
just,
threw up on me and I didn't know it.
Oh, gross.
Surprise!
You've become a staple of the podcast. You don't even know.
You're on the art.
You're on the podcast art, and you always will be.
Well, I've only played like a couple times.
You're always there though. Almost always. Beating and banging pots and pans, cabinets, starting the microwave.
Bringing in Taco Bell paper and it's all crinkly.
Yeah, that's you. Oh, that was nice and soft, wasn't it? The problem with the chalupa,
Is when they burn it.
and it's just, it seems that it's inconsistent. And also a big no-no, something I've almost gone back to the counter for, is when they turn the shell inside out.
Look at that. That's a good well-made taco.
It's a good vegetable to meat
Yeah.
ratio.
Good
sour
dollop
cream.
of sour cream.
Is the sour cream all the way front to back, or is it just sitting right in the middle in a big wad? That's pretty good. It's pretty well done. Somebody took a little care on that one. No, I got a couple chalupas where that shell was folded backwards. It's a completely different meal. It's ruined. It's ruined if that shell is inside out, because those bubbles come up on the outside and that little crisp. If that crisp is on the inside, it just doesn't, it's not as crispy. There's something different. It's like doughy, not undercooked.
Guess I've had enough.
Oh man, is it just like it ruins my day when I get the wrong order or something?
Man, that's rarely ever happened to me.
That it ruins your day or that your order gets wrong?
No, it's ever been wrong.
It seems like people get my order wrong all the
Do
time.
you order specific special stuff? Like, do you modify the menu?
Not too much.
I modify the mess out of my orders. I use mobile ordering anytime I can. I want to eliminate as much human error as physically possible.
Yeah.
Not like this. Like I was my last JP meeting. Like before I went and got a burger from Sonic, and I want all the vegetables, and I just want mustard and mayonnaise. And for some reason, Sonic has just now started adding ketchup to their burgers.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I said I want everything on it, mustard and mayonnaise. Not hard to get that right. Don't even eat. Just like go to my meeting, and I'm eating outside, and I bite into it, and that sickly sweet ketchup taste. I pull off the thing, and I just. I actually sent a video because we saw a TikTok of it, of someone putting like, I just want to, and then some days I just feel this close to, and then like started writing, "Dear friends and family, I'm so sorry." So like I put a video and I was like, when they get my Sonic order wrong, dear friends and family. I just hate it so much. Like, oh, don't put ketchup.
Why
on
are they put? I didn't know they were putting ketchup on
Yeah, it's like a
burgers.
new thing. It's a new thing this summer or something.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I'm going to have to tell them that I don't want ketchup.
Don't want ketchup on a burger.
That's a McDonald's thing. The thing is, I'll eat ketchup on a McDonald's burger. It's one of the only things on earth I eat ketchup on. I'll take a McDonald's burger as it comes.
Ketchup on fried potatoes is the only thing ketchup is good for.
I don't even like it then.
Taco Bell's loaded potato taco is the bomb, and it's $1.
I saw that the other day as I was pulling away from the menu. I went, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's been there a long time. I
A
get that
loaded
a lot.
potato. Really?
Our Taco Bell just got it like last week, I think.
Number one Taco Bell item from everybody right here.
Chalupa.
Quesadilla. A
Steak and cheese for Tyrel. Yeah.
Biggest waste of money ever.
What? Steak?
Steak, yeah.
Chalupa or quesadillas.
Quesadilla.
Biggest waste of money. They're like $8 or something.
No, they're $4 for them by themselves. They are very expensive, and there's
nothing on them.
in there.
That chalupa was $3.79, Seth.
And it had all kinds of flavor.
It's not as big as a quesadilla.
Quesadillas are this thin.
That is true.
I don't get steak. So
Steak costs more than chicken.
I mean, I'm not rich or anything.
Yeah, but chicken costs more than the beef, which is ridiculous, I think.
Yeah.
Where in the world do you go besides Taco Bell that chicken costs more than beef? Nowhere.
That's a good question.
Chicken's cheap. But have you had chicken chalupas?
Yes, she got me one time.
Oh, it's good.
I thought that one was gonna be chicken, and I was gonna complain on.
They had the bacon club. They had a bacon club chalupa a while back. Okay. They had a bacon club chalupa a while back.
That sounds good.
That was really well. It was chicken.
No.
It was chicken and bacon.
I did try the Baja. I don't even know if they do Baja. chalupas
Not anymore. They've done away with Baja.
See, Baja tasted pretty good with chicken.
Yeah. Okay. They used to have Baja, Supreme, and Nacho.
How'd y'all feel about the Taco Bell pizza?
I never tried it.
See, when I was a kid, that's all I got.
Like a Mexican pizza?
The Mexican pizza, yeah.
I think my dad used to get that, and I always thought it was disgusting.
No, I mean, enjoy
They
it.
have like olives on it.
No. I hate olives.
What was it?
It was a tortilla and then like a little bit of beef and maybe beans or something, and then another one, and they melted cheese and threw lettuce and tomatoes on top of it.
I don't like beans. That's the thing.
That's the problem with a lot of Taco Bell burritos and stuff is way
Yeah.
too much beans.
Like it seems like the $5 box is always they throw in a beefy bean burrito, and I'll eat it because it's a $5 box.
See, I like getting $5 boxes.
That's the best thing about Taco Bell. If they've got a good item in there, but you just have to suffer through a beefy bean burrito, but it's a good deal. So if they just lay off the beans a little bit, it's just too much.
Beans are just so cheap.
It explodes at the bottom of the tortilla every time. God. Anyway, we moving on.
What else you got?
I don't know. I don't know. What do you got?
Nothing.
On the food topic, talk about Maverick.
Oh, Maverick
Carrots.
got to eat carrots the other day.
Is that a big deal or something?
Mm-hmm. He's just not.
Whoa! About killed him right there. We just nearly had a fatality.
Yep, he's starting to finally get some baby food. That was boring. Let's move on to something else.
Well, what else? Has he done anything funny?
Oh, he makes us laugh all the time.
He's being very quiet right now.
He's being so
He usually
good.
laughs and
That's
plays
great.
with his toes.
He is such a good baby. Like, he does not really cry and complain. The fact that he was doing it over there was weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if y'all have another one, get ready. I'm sure it'll be terrible.
Baby. Cynthia, okay, we have something to talk about here. She informed me on the way up here actually today that she's like, I think I want to have two babies back to back, like 2 years difference or something. And I'm like, I'm down for that. That's what I want.
Like have
And-
another one soon?
Yeah, like when by the time he's like 2, already pregnant or something. Like
Yeah.
so, there's a good 2 years difference or
Yeah,
so.
okay.
And then she said, and then wait 10 years and have 2 more.
That's a cold take. That's terrible.
I was like, no man.
Have kids your whole life.
I was like, I will be 40, over 40 by the time we have our 3rd kid, and then even older than 40 by the time we have our last kid. I was like, I'm getting myself fixed after our 2nd kid. I ain't about that life. It's like, what do you even do about it? You don't have to carry him or birth him. I was like, I do not want to be a parent. I'd be like 60 by the time they were graduating high school.
Yeah,
Sounds horrible.
You'd be a grandparent already, probably.
Just imagine being those people like back in the day that had like 10 kids spaced out through
Yeah,
a
they had
period.
kids
Oh
their
yeah,
whole life.
my great grandma had 13 kids, 3 sets of twins, back to back to back, like right in the middle. 6 kids within like probably 2 years.
What
Bang, bang,
a
bang, bang,
miserable experience.
But it's sad that they had to have so many kids because they just didn't really expect kids to live very long. Like they
Yeah,
thought
that's
their
true.
kids were going to die, so that's why they had to have so many kids.
That's insane. It was a different time.
And now we're at a time where people are, the average Americans are like having only one kid right now. It's really weird. Yep.
Definitely not just having one if I'm going to have any.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 2 is enough for us.
We'll see.
I say if you want to have 4, just keep them consistent. Don't have that 10-year.
Yeah, every 2 years, every year or two.
Yeah. Okay, we can move off that. Freak me out.
Wait 10 years, have another.
Wait 10 years.
Well, I'd be a lot younger.
Yeah, you're still a baby and I'm old, whatever.
Wait, how old are you? You 23, 2, 3?
3.
You're 23?
21.
You're only 21?
Yeah.
Well, still, if you, okay, say you had another baby. Okay, so you're going to say you waited a year. Okay, so then you're 22.
She was 32 and have her 3rd baby.
Yeah, and then have another one at 33. When you could already nearly have that one out of the house.
Yep, raised and done.
It's like by the time you're close to done.
The thing is, she just doesn't. He's growing too fast for her, and she doesn't want to lose her baby at all.
Let me tell you something,
He's
Cynthia.
falling asleep.
He is not growing very fast. I saw him about 3 months ago, and he looks the same.
He just had his 4-month birthday yesterday. No, today's the 31st. 2 days ago. And he changes month to month. Like, it's crazy.
Don't worry. He'll still need you in about 14 years.
You kidding? My mom is still helping me out.
Well, I just mean like just about have to do that with him.
14 years old.
He'll still be relying on you for food and shelter and everything else.
All right, that was Cynthia. She's going to go off to the other room now.
She can stay. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
He didn't do that once for me while I was holding him through the podcast.
Hot.
It seems warm in here.
My head is like wet.
I mean, that thermostat's on like 60. It just doesn't blow very cold. And it's really hot outside, and the sun's coming in here.
It says it's 69 in here.
That's what the thermometer says? Okay, well, knock that thermostat all the way down then. Because it clearly has no idea.
I mean, it's still blowing.
These dang old people.
this way.
Seth, I need you to come over here and explain to the people why we're here and how, because I still don't even know for sure.
While we're at this old folks' home?
Yes.
My parents sold their chicken houses, got out of the business, but when you sell your chicken houses, the government sucks and doesn't want you to, like, you can't just take your money that's yours for selling. You have to reinvest it or they'll just tax all of it away from you. So they had to reinvest in a new business, and they bought a bunch of rent houses, and they bought some properties just over here to the side of us.
Some more over here, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we're here, is because they own property here on this lot.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I thought it was just this building.
No. Anyone in this lot can use this building for any kind of party or such.
Okay, gotcha. Well, this is the strangest room strangest place we could possibly be. There's a full large kitchen. There's a bunch of like poker tables. There's a hallway full of books.
Mm-hmm. One bedroom.
Two bathrooms.
The size of the kitchen.
Yeah, that have nothing but a sink and a toilet in them.
No
There's
dishwasher.
No shower in the place.
No shower, no dishwasher. Or not dishwasher. Maybe not a dishwasher, but I meant clothes washer or dry.
Is there a dishwasher, Tyrel? I don't think there is.
They have a small oven over there that's like on top
There is
of
a dishwasher? So this is technically supposed to be like an Airbnb, right?
Kind of, yeah.
But no shower and no clothes washing.
Right. Because you're supposed to, like, no normal person could say, you can't get on B&B and come and stay here. You have to be invited by someone who lives here.
Oh, okay. So
It's like for visitors.
It's like a guest house.
Yeah.
There is, in fact, a dishwasher right there.
All right.
Okay.
No clothes washer and dryer.
No clothes washer and no shower. One bedroom, one bed. And there's a sitting room over there with a couple couches. Strange place. I feel like it was used maybe it was like a rec room or something.
Before COVID, probably. Yeah.
Because it's not a house.
Yeah, no. The woman who, like, there's a manager's office over there too, and she like picks up people's rents and stuff and gives them to people, and expects to be paid for that. And my parents are like, no, we can come knock on the door and get our own paychecks.
So anyway, yeah, that's why we're here at this retirement home, which is a great place to play D&D. It's even further for Dustin, but
I think he said it's closer.
oh, is it really? Yep. I can't picture that drive. He's coming from like the Memphis area-ish, that
Close
direction.
to Memphis.
Okay, so I guess that could make sense because he could come down and go like through Cersei, through Bald Knob, Cersei, come to here. Probably what he does. I'm not even sure.
Not so.
Anyway, you watch any movies?
I think I talked about letting him go last time, didn't I?
What? That Western thing or whatever?
Yeah. Watch Black Widow. Oh, we talked about that last
Talked
time.
about
too.
Black Widow. I ain't watching nothing.
Apparently, Scarlett Johansson's suing Disney.
For what?
Because it went out on
Disney
Plus at the same time. Like apparently her
As
contract.
theaters?
Yeah, it was only supposed to go out to theaters. She might not get any money from the Disney Plus rentals or something. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, because she said something was a breach of her contract.
Wow.
Hey, sue Disney. Go for it, girl.
And she's not the only one. What was it? Who is it? The other one that was suing her or suing him.
A lot of people are suing Disney.
Yeah.
Disney's scum. They are like people who like write for them are not getting paid. Like they're not paying their writers for their TV shows and stuff. Like low party stuff that they're pulling up. They're just not paying people.
Wow.
It's scummy.
We need some people go on strike.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's like a big Twitter thing of like cancel Disney and stuff because they're not paying. It's a cancel you can get behind because they're not paying people for the work that they're doing.
Well, that's good.
But then they also like they fired that Gina Carano off of the Star Wars because she was right leaning and stuff. But I think that they've had to hire her back because of the outrage. People really liked her on The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin, you watch any movies?
Just watched Tomorrow War.
Tomorrow War is awesome.
That was really
Oh,
good.
is that the one with
Chris Pratt?
Yeah, Chris Pratt. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a review about it too. That it was pretty cool. They're like, well, for Tomorrow War, it's like everybody loves the concept, and you either hate it or you love it.
Yeah.
No in between. I thought it was really good. Though.
It was a good action flick.
I thought it was a
Did
good
it make
movie.
much sense? No. But it was a good action flick.
I mean, yeah, time
Chris Pratt
travel.
was good.
Does time travel ever make sense?
No.
Oh, it's a time travel thing?
It's it's the people of now fighting a war in the future for the future of humanity because they're running out of people.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, these aliens
It's
kill
a-
like everyone in the future, so they're like, we have to bring fighters from the past.
Okay, well, that doesn't make any sense because then when you get to the future,
it
that
does.
won't happen.
It actually does make
It
sense.
does make sense
Because they only bring people who are
die.
not alive to be in the future.
No, so the war starts at time period X. If you died before that,
You could go to the future.
you get recruited. So people who died from natural causes or accidents or
And that's true for people coming back to like recruit. Like they talk about like they're like, oh, these are really young kids, and that's how they figured out because they were not alive at the time that they go back and ask people.
36
to come back.
years or something.
Like
they can only go back like 36 years, and both points change at the same time. So both points.
Well,
once they go back, both points change at the same time. Yeah,
You can't jump to a specific time period. You're jumping like they leave for a week. Their whole deployment is 1 week into the future,
deployment.
and very few of them live a week.
Yeah, they actually try
gone for a week.
they try to explain a lot of the mysteries of time travel. You know, because one guy even was like, "Why don't you just go back before you went back?" And the dude was just like, "Man, listen, we're holding this stuff together with duct tape and bubble gum, okay? We're just doing the best we can."
Well, see, that's a different time travel philosophy than I've heard in the past. Because if you look at like Back to the Future, I think they had it more right where anything you change in the past affects the future. But if you go change something in the future, what does it matter?
Theoretically, that was
That was
still-
not how this one happened at all. No,
Technically, we don't know. We didn't see the results of their actions.
you can assume it's not. They don't. They want you to assume that they fixed it at the end.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. But he's talking about the Back to the Future philosophy. They did in the beginning. They acted as if it's not the Back to the Future philosophy. But then by the end of the movie, it kind of tells you. You kind of get the impression that maybe the future that Chris Pratt's going to have is not going to be a future that he went into.
And I've seen these movies, but you love them a lot more. they changed it, right?
I'm actually wrong because the whole premise of the second movie is Marty's son messes up and gets thrown in jail. So they go to the future to fix it. And I always thought that's a hole because how do you fix something that's in the future?
Okay.
With that, when Doc
You go to the
come
future's
back-
past.
Yeah, but it just
No. You're forgetting something important. The big thing about 2 was that what's the bully's name? Biff went back and gave
right.
his young
That's
self
what sets up the
almanac.
whole movie. But the original reason they went to 2025 or whatever was for the
Doc
or
thought
15.
that a teenage version of his a teenage version of Marty would be able to get through to the teenage version of Marty's son.
Right, he used him as a replacement to get him out of the deal.
Well,
or
it's
whatever. But the
because
thing is, it
because
wouldn't
Marty
change-
became a loser in the future.
Right, but it wouldn't change the future. The best thing Doc could have done is come back and tell Marty, "Hey, you become a loser and your son's an idiot. You need to change some
Right,
stuff before
that's
you
what he
get there."
should have done.
But instead, they go to the future. Like that wouldn't change the future because Marty's still going to live to that point.
Right, yeah.
And then it's all gonna happen
he was
again.
trying to do was make that point on better. He wasn't
Right.
changing anything between the two.
You want to know who like has a great time
Interstellar?
travel thing? No, I don't know about it.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie actually.
Oh my
I've never
gosh,
seen
you need to
Interstellar.
watch
Interstellar,
Interstellar.
man.
I can't find it on anything.
They played with a lot of stuff.
Like I always expect to be on like
The
HBO.
only
and
thing
stuff.
that can pass through time is gravity and its significance. It's super cool. Interstellar's crazy.
That's a Christopher Nolan movie, right? I think it is.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
No,
I don't
but
know who the director is.
J.K. Rowling, The Prisoner of Azkaban has some fantastic. It's that nothing you do changes. It's all actually set up. Like everything that if you go into the past, you're always going to go into the past, and it already happened.
Oh, so time is like
Time.
It's on us like a.
I hate Cursed Child.
Yeah, that's not
Right.
canon.
Because J.K. Rowling was worried about people saying, well, why don't we just.
I said
time
Prisoner of
travel?
Azkaban.
Yeah. No. I know what you're saying. But I'm talking about because she did consider.
She
a lot.
broke-
She's
she-
a great author. Me and Brandon talk about her all the time. Brandon loves J.K. Rowling as well. They're gonna have a big Harry Potter quiz at some point whenever I get one ready, and it's gonna be really, really difficult. I mean, as difficult as I can possibly make it. I'm talking about obscurities that there's no way we would remember or know. But
But
anyway,
you think Seth will though?
Seth is really freaking good.
Well, before that happens, I do want to read through the book.
He knew the name of Jenny's freaking animal that she got.
Arnold the Pygmy Puff. That's
Arnold
easy.
the Pygmy Puff.
That's easy.
Exactly. That's easy to him. Okay. For me, it's like I knew that Ron's owl's name is Pigwidgeon, and I know some people don't know that. And I'm just like, yeah, but I don't know who the heck is Arnold. No
Arnold's the
idea.
Pygmy Puff.
Exactly.
How many times have you read the books?
Oh, count 8, 9, 10.
All of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
But in Rolling Story, so
And I've listened to them,
You've
too.
seen them, right, AJ? At least seen them, read the book, something.
I've seen all the movies. I've read a couple
Okay,
of the books.
we'll go with that. See all the movies. In Prisoner of Azkaban, the one he mentioned, there's time travel. But later on, because J.K. Rowling considered the fact that fans...
She did not write The Cursed Child.
No, I'm not talking about Cursed Child. No. She considered the fact that fans... We already know time travel exists in her world. So a lot of fans were going to say, why doesn't Voldemort just go back and not blow himself up trying to kill Harry? Well, in the 5th book, when they go to the Department of Mysteries... Voldemort doesn't like people screwing with his past or his present or his future. So he had the Death Eaters destroy all of the Time Turners. That was in her story so that whatever happens cannot be potentially unhappen.
That's not true.
That's all the Time Turners were destroyed in the Department of Mysteries.
It was, but it was because like Harry and his friends were destroying them, trying to get away from the Death Eaters. The Death Eaters did not go
I thought
away.
they were already destroyed. Okay, well, they were destroyed. My point is, from J.K. Rowling's point of view as the author, she got rid of them.
She got rid of time travel, basically.
Because, effectively. Well, time travel as we currently had it. And then, I don't know. There's Cursed Child.
You read The Cursed Child?
Not J.K. Rowling.
I would like to go watch The Cursed Child if it ever like.
I've heard the story. I had it. There's a YouTuber
It's
called
like-
there's
Of
a
Harry
YouTuber
Potter?
called Movie. Yeah, J.K. Rowling didn't write it. She's canonized it, but nobody else accepted.
See, yeah, it's dumb that she can't.
It ruins characters. It ruins the story. It damages stuff she set up. It's
really stupid.
Cedric. So J.K. Rowling herself has said Hufflepuff has never turned out a dark wizard ever, and yet in the Cursed Child, when they save Cedric's life, he becomes a dark wizard, and I think he kills. Did he kill Harry? He kills Harry or
No,
kills
he
somebody.
kills Harry.
I think it was somebody important, and he ruins everything. And then Voldemort ends up gaining his rise to power again, all because Cedric was saved, and he became sour by the fact that he lost the Triwizard Tournament. That's not the character.
Not just that he lost the Triwizard Tournament, like they embarrassed him in the Cursed Child. Like it got way worse.
Yeah, it's
I'll be right back.
completely ridiculous. But Hufflepuff has never turned out a Dark Wizard by J.K. Rowling standards.
Never ever.
Never. Gryffindor has turned out Dark Wizards. Rarely, but they have. Never.
Peter Pettigrew.
Yep. I'm assuming she meant in history, but yeah, Pettigrew's a perfect example. How is he a Gryffindor? I mean, honestly.
Shouldn't have been.
He should.
I just don't know that much about it.
Yeah.
Don't know much about it, but yeah, time travel. It seems like everybody tries to do it different. I really liked how they did it in.
I like the idea that time is immutable. That anyone that has the will and determination to make a change, the change has already been accounted for. They just,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can look at it as it's their way of defying fate, but ultimately, it always seems like it's immutable. Because my thing is, how do you not remember talking to your future self if you like? It gets even more complicated when you talk about interacting with your one self. That's when it gets. You're talking about like if you ever watch, I forget what. Well, there's an old time travel movie with a bunch of kids, and when they see each other, they begin to like skip. It was super good. I can't remember the name. Have you seen it, Tyrel? It was they went to like Burning Man. The kid bought tickets to Burning Man in the present for like $1 because Burning Man happened months ago. They went back in time and they had backstage passes that he bought and they used them. So they went to like all this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was the concept of it. I loved it. And when they ever interacted with themselves, it's like they were like it was like a paradoxical situation and like something started happening really bad. It was just really cool.
I liked how Marvel did it I guess it was Endgame when they did.
You watch Loki?
No, I haven't yet. Don't say anything.
Watch Loki.
But
I think I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, like at the end of that movie, like he started a different thread or whatever of reality. Loki did, or he got that stone when he wasn't supposed to, or whatever.
Yeah, watch Loki.
And they didn't go fix it.
Yeah.
Or they were supposed to go back and fix it. I guess maybe they didn't.
Well,
But yeah, I liked how that
The
worked,
only-
where it's like all these different threads of reality, all these different possibilities, and they have to intercept a specific one or whatever.
Yeah.
That was the most time. I think that was the best explanation of time travel without creating loopholes like Back to the Future did. You know.
The only like arguable point to Marvel's is Captain coming back. Theoretically, that means he was always along
That
the timeline.
is true. Because
otherwise he would have branched and he wouldn't have been there.
That is
so
true.
That's a tough one. Which to me, I think back now to Captain America: Winter Soldier. You know, we know Peggy lived a good life. She had a love interest who I have not watched Winter Soldier in a while. I don't believe we ever hear of his name or who he was. But she told Cap that she was happy and she did get married. Who's to say that wasn't Captain America from the future gone back and fixed his timeline?
Wow.
That's what I was thinking about. I was like, I mean, who's to say that
Yeah,
wasn't
but that's
him?
to say that the future, the past, and the present are all happening simultaneously.
Well, no, all that has to happen there, because you just remember, when he put it back, he didn't go back to the moment he was frozen. He would have had to have gone back to the moment they stole the Tesseract.
Right.
Remember, he saw her. She was already a member of S.H.I.E.L.D., so this would have been after Agent Peggy Carter aired, so they didn't screw any of that show up, theoretically. So it would have been after all that, because she wasn't a S.H.I.E.L.D. member, or... No, she was it was something the thing just before S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't forget what they called it. It actually existed back in World War II.
Yeah, was that really long?
It was no, not that.
No, that was S.H.I.E.L.D.,
No,
yeah.
this was a different. It was like I don't know. It was an actual government organization that the U.S. had back in the pre World War II era. I forget, but she was a part of that. And then that eventually led to her joining S.H.I.E.L.D., which all happened after Agent Peggy Carter's final run. So, I mean, yeah, theoretically, he could have returned the Tesseract and then told Peggy all about his adventures. She joined S.H.I.E.L.D. And, I mean, you know, my thing is, I was thinking about this a lot because apparently Captain America has come under fire as, why would he go back to a time during segregation or something? It's completely ridiculous
Oh my gosh.
on Instagram. And it got me thinking, you know, Fury knew a lot that he really shouldn't have known. maybe that information was provided by Peggy Carter herself, provided by future Captain America living in our timeline, just under.
That's pretty crazy, but yeah, that could be true.
I mean, otherwise, it doesn't make sense how he would still exist in our timeline. He technically should have branched, just like Loki almost did. But you watch Loki, you'll see.
Yeah,
what
you're right.
happened.
Yeah, when he went back and he changed something, he should have been in like a different reality.
He should have disappeared because he went somewhere else.
Yeah, because that's the thing that Marvel
he would
did.
go somewhere where his presence would cause a disturbance, and that would cause a verge. So obviously, when he returned the Tesseract, he didn't
It
cause
was
a
sloppy
disturbance.
writing.
I don't really think it was.
He didn't cause a disturbance, therefore he didn't veer the timeline, and that's why he was still present.
Well, so that's true. But that's the thing that I liked about what Marvel did is like when you change something in the past, it just creates a different timeline. It doesn't change the one you're on. It creates a new.
That's string theory in and of itself.
See that, but that just doesn't screw up. It's not like if I go back to yesterday and cut my hair would not be cut today because it would be a different reality strand or whatever.
Theoretically, if you're watching, if you're going with Back to the Future, your own hair would simultaneously cut short, right? Like you could look at yourself in the mirror, and the second you cut you're sleeping, you cut Tyrel's hair from a couple months ago, and all of a sudden it just instantly disappears off the back.
Right
of his
now,
head.
yeah. Like if I went back in time right now and I cut Tyrel's hair, his hair would change in the present.
Right. Yeah. If you gave him a buzz last night,
that's how you create loopholes, is doing stuff like that. But also, it still doesn't make sense that if you change the future, that it's still changed when you get there. When present turns to future, the future would not be changed if you went forward and changed the future. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're complaining about.
I don't like Endgame at all for that at all, because really him going back and putting everything back, like, is he giving it back right after it is taken?
He'd have to.
I don't think it makes.
He'd have to give it back pretty quickly. Like,
How did he get?
He'd have to give it back before it's missed.
What was the?
Soul Stone makes no sense. How does he put the Soul
Well,
Stone?
no, worse than that. How does he shove the Fury Stone?
Oh no,
back
you're talking about
into
Jackson.
yeah. What's her name?
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Yeah.
The Aether.
The Aether. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he had to go back and put them all back.
Technically, it's the Reality Stone, so all he would have to do is hold it and say, "Go back," and Natalie Portman, and it would just go back. It alters the fabric of reality.
I really hated that. Like that is that.
I thought it was the best time travel.
There's a reason we didn't hear. Well, there's a reason we don't know what Captain did to go back.
No, you think we'll find out eventually?
No, I think they just can't explain it.
I think it's too difficult to explain, and Natalie Portman's not going to get
do
injected
that.
twice. And when
I just live with consequences. Like, why not just have the consequences? You've had this enormous war.
So what Seth is saying makes sense. If you go back and steal the stones, you only stole them from a branch timeline. That's what the Master. That's what she was telling the Hulk. And she said, "Yeah, you have the stone in your time, but in my time, we get ravaged by dimensional entities unknown because I don't have the time stone to defend ourselves."
Yeah, so Captain America fixed every timeline by returning them, right? Is that what they?
If you watch Loki, somebody else did.
I haven't watched Loki.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it.
I seriously have. I just don't support Disney like it at all anymore.
You still have Disney Plus? Because I still have Disney
If you have
Plus.
Disney Plus, you support Disney. I hate to tell you.
Well, I think I support Amazon Prime, and I get
You
Disney
get it
Plus with it.
automatically. Yeah, that's the thing. If you ever cancel,
So
it,
you know,
would still have
I like Jeff Bezos, but
No, I would. If you cancel it, I would still have it with my Verizon thing. I've never enabled it.
I think Tony dying. There's a lot of gravity to that, and you see that in the next Spider-Man. You know, Black Widow died, which had no gravity in it because in the Black Widow movie because she should have died 15 times in that movie, and you know she can't.
So going forward in Marvel, Black Widow is dead. Right?
No, not
They bring her
Yelena. Yeah,
Phase
she
4
is.
Marvel.
Now there's
Black
Yelena.
Widow.
Yelena is the new
She's
Black
the
Widow.
same one. The same. Is she still
she'll-
Scarlett Johansson?
No.
No, I thought she was gonna be like White Widow or something. I thought they were
She's
gonna-
the new Black Widow.
They would not do that.
They did in DC. They did in DC.
They changed something from black to white.
Black Canary dies, and her sister takes over her role. Then she's brought back to life and becomes White Canary.
I think White Canary is actually a character.
I think it is too. I think that's actually I actually
Like
don't
a
know.
Gandalf the White situation.
Because in the Flash Arrowverse, they kind of alter a lot of stuff. Like the person that is Black Canary was never actually. I don't know.
I gave up on the Arrowverse a long time ago.
Was Black Canary one of the ones in Birds of Prey?
Yes, Black Canary was in Birds of Prey.
She's the bow or the ninja.
That's Huntress. No, that's Huntress. Black Canary is the singer, the black woman who could sing.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
I hated Birds of Prey.
It was a really bad movie.
It was
What?
terrible.
It
I
was.
thought you liked it when we watched it.
I mean, it was an
You
enjoyable.
know what Birds of Prey was missing more than anything? Joker representing himself. Like, why didn't they? Because they just. There's so much between.
That wasn't the point.
Harley and Joker do have a falling out in one of the comics. In the Harley
The thing
Quinn
is, Harley Quinn should not be in a Birds of Prey movie.
That's also true.
It was just.
But there
It was
is-
about Harley Quinn.
there
It wasn't
is
about the Joker. You
Right,
know?
there is an exciting like Harley Quinn versus Joker. It's supposed to be about them two separating themselves from each other. How like she always kind of has a thing for him, even though it's usually her leaving him, but then he doesn't want her to leave, and he also doesn't believe that she can leave because he sees her as a part of as like under his shadow, under his like the monstrosity that is the Joker, and he doesn't believe she can ever truly leave. So when she tries it.
Jared Leto has got a bad rap.
I've never had a problem with this Joker.
I don't hate his Joker. Like, it's probably the worst Joker that's been portrayed, but I mean,
I think the worst Joker that's been portrayed is the original one from.
Jack Nicholson was a great Joker.
Not that one.
I was talking about.
He's done with the first one.
What is that guy's name?
The original. The original.
I know the 1960s Adam West Batman.
Adam West. Yes,
Yeah.
the Adam West Joker is the worst.
The guy who played him, I think it was actually Spanish. I think.
Yeah, he wouldn't even shave off his mustache. Cesar Romero.
Yeah.
I mean it's campy. That was a family friendly 1960s Batman.
Have you seen that Batman, AJ?
No.
They have bat spray shark repellent. That they spray when the sharks attack them while they're in their Batcopter.
That was the Batman movie. Yeah, they had a Batman movie from the 1960s.
Sounds about like a normal Batman movie.
Yeah, Batman has everything.
What?
I just hate Batman.
AJ.
I like the Joker. I hate Batman. I'll root for the Joker my whole life.
Joker's crazy. He's awesome.
Did y'all watch the Snyderverse Justice League?
Yeah.
You didn't watch Snyderverse? Oh, y'all gotta watch that. That movie is
It looked like
fantastic.
really
It's so good.
Snyderverse?
Yeah,
Snyder,
it's like
yeah.
the
Snyder cut. It's a sit
Zack
down.
Snyder did not his kid committed suicide, so he had to step away from doing the Justice League, and Joss Whedon took over.
Boy, did he
And
change a
he
lot.
screwed it up. He did a horrible job, and that's why pretty much DC just cannot get a cinematic universe going. And
compete with Marvel.
right,
They've already lost Affleck.
no, Affleck's back.
So are they going to go back and
For
fix
the
some
Flash
stuff?
movie, he's going to
It
be in the
seems like
Affleck.
they're
But he's going to be in it, but he's done though. He's stepping out.
Maybe
It
not.
seems like they're working towards that now, though. I mean, of course
what
they're
the
doing
Flash
Suicide
movies-
Squad again.
yeah.
Suicide.
The Suicide Squad. Are y'all want to go see it? It's like August 6th. I want to see that.
I have a feeling Suicide Squad is going to be a lot like Deadpool 2, and we're just going to see every one of these famous actors just get murdered in the first 10 minutes.
I hope not.
I
Is
think
it
that-
still Margot
I
Robbie
seriously-
playing?
Yeah.
There's like
She's the one they
40
couldn't do away with.
There's like 20 or 40
I mean,
people.
I think you can assume
Between
John
20 and
Cena's
40.
going to
I
live. He's got an HBO show going to come out. I think Idris Elba will be fine. Margot Robbie will be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
I think the Weasel will die quick. Polka Dot Man will probably die quick. They have like how many people? 18?
I want to say it's either 20 or 40. I just remember it's one of those two numbers.
Maybe 24. Maybe I don't know. They have
It's a
bunch
huge
of,
number.
Yeah, they're gonna kill a bunch of people. It's gonna be really funny.
It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
You think Cena's going to keep that character? I thought for sure he was going to be one of the deaths.
No. I think he's gonna be. He'll probably go through the whole movie. He's got a show coming
For that character?
for that character. For
When does it come
Peacemaker.
out? Like next Friday?
August 6th. Yeah, I think so.
I had no idea. See, I don't know a lot of. I didn't know a lot of the characters that came up, so I was just like, "What in the world?"
Do you want to
is
watch it on the
Yeah.
6th?
Sure.
Are they showing it here or what?
Maybe I don't know.
Okay, well I'll try to do that.
Okay.
But I can't go
I literally pulled out my phone the other day to text you, Hans, and Tyrel, because Hans texted us wanting to watch Venom too. You know,
Yeah.
so I was like, "Are we gonna watch the Suicide Squad?" But I just didn't because it probably wouldn't have went
Oh,
through.
let
'cause
there
I was
be
in my home
Carnage.
anyway.
That's going to be so good.
Yeah.
Carnage is way cooler than Venom.
Yeah, I'm excited for those. I thought the first Venom one was really good.
Really good movie.
Did you go with us when we watched?
watched Venom.
No, it was me, Tyrel, Malachi, Hanson, and Rachel. I think is who went and watched.
Yeah.
it.
What did
Wasn't-
Carnage escape? Is that what happened?
In
Because
what?
in Venom, is that what happened?
There was no Carnage in Venom.
No, there was 3 of them.
There was no
It
Carnage.
wasn't Carnage. No, it wasn't Carnage because he was somewhere else. That was like how they ended.
No. Okay, in the beginning of Venom, three of the alien capsules hit. It was Venom, it was Legion, and we never heard the name of the third one. He escaped.
I think there was a lot actually.
No,
they
there's
found a
only-
lot.
There was only 3. I'm pretty sure there's only 3.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
And I'm assuming that's Carnage.
Or it could be, what is it, antivenom? Antivenom?
And even I don't know, maybe.
Didn't they? Was there like a cutscene at the end where where Carnage was there? Okay.
Yeah. Well, it was
Oh, it was Woody
Cletus
Harrelson.
Cassidy. Yeah, Cletus Cassidy plays. Woody Harrelson plays Cletus Cassidy. Yeah, Cassidy.
And he's Carnage.
Cletus Cassidy. Yeah,
And he's Carnage.
Cletus Cassidy. It becomes Carnage.
Is it going to be?
Was he
Is
in
it still
prison?
going to be Woody Harrelson?
Yeah.
Was he in prison?
Yeah. It was an end credit scene, and
I did not see this scene.
yeah. Well, what's his name? Tom Hardy went to give an interview to Cletus Cassidy, and
Yep. I forgot about
pretty
that.
much-
Yeah.
I think did he say something like there's going to be Carnage or
It's
something?
going to be Carnage. Yeah, that's how it was. Yep. That's what happened.
I did not see that scene. I'll have to check out. I'll have to rewatch Venom sometime.
I'll tell you, I love Woody Harrelson. I hate that. I don't like him playing this. The person who should have played Cletus Cassidy is the guy who played Rorschach in the original Watchmen movie. That guy had red hair, and he's crazy, and he would have been a perfect Cletus Cassidy.
I just love Woody
Cletus
Harrelson.
is
He's a nut
nutcase.
job. Yeah, nutcase.
He's a psychotic serial killer.
I bet Woody Harrelson will do a great job.
If you think,
Yeah, he probably will.
Venom and Tom Hardy are a good match, Cletus and Carnage are like a perfect match. They're crazy, perfectly syncs up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. I think overall Venom's technically a more powerful symbiote, but Carnage is he's just
rules.
Yeah, he has no rules. He's you can't
Chaotic.
predict him. Yeah, he's too chaotic.
It's chaotic evil.
But realistically, Venom is technically more powerful.
Wasn't the symbiote that Carnage isn't he like schizophrenic itself? Like just the symbiote itself?
Is he schizophrenic? I don't know, because the way the Venom comics work, they already look like they're schizophrenic because that's how the symbiote communicates.
Spider-Man.
You're saying is Carnage a schizophrenic?
Yeah, like just the symbiote itself.
Maybe, I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at it. I can't remember.
In the comics, Carnage was spawned from Venom. Like they weren't two separate things.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, the Venom.
I know
symbiote
the
was-
planet of the symbiotes exists in the comics.
Yeah.
That was a big.
I think the only symbiote that actually came to Earth was Venom, and then he spawned Carnage or something.
Is that like when he started going like his what is it, anti-hero path instead of just being a straight up
Probably,
villain?
No, I mean Venom is from Superman or Spider-Man. Gosh, yeah,
He's in the original Spider-Man game.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm saying Venom as
No,
his
I think
story-
Carnage even came in Spider-Man. Like,
No, I know. I'm saying like Venom's like story arc. Like he starts off pure villain, but he slowly becomes sort of anti-hero-ish. He
people
works with Spider-Man several times.
It's kind of Harley Quinn. Like,
yeah. I was just wondering maybe that's when maybe Carnage was created.
No, I don't think so. I think that he was still pretty much a villain.
Okay.
And he's Kyle.
It's totally Kyle.
Totally Kyle.
Totally. You gonna get anything on the console before we start setting up for this game?
You mean besides the fact that I can't buy one and the PS5's anniversary is coming up?
Seth texted me yesterday, Target, missed the text. Come on, Kyle, sit down. You been playing any video games?
Oh yeah,
I've literally not played my PlayStation 5 at all this month.
I've been playing Pokemon
I'll take it.
Unite and Genshin Impact. Those are my 2 games right now. Pokemon Unite's like 4 days old.
the ticker's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, your heart's good? Yeah, give us a heart update, Kyle.
Oh yeah, it's better than good, I guess. So.
It's what
And
did
my
they
lungs,
say?
my lungs and my heart's super good.
So why were you passing out, hitting your head?
We don't know, but at least it's not. At least it's not the heart.
Maybe it's from the super heat. Your job.
Yeah, are you getting heat stroke?
Don't
Probably.
know.
Are you outside?
No.
Then that doesn't make any sense.
No.
He's in. It's harder in his place than it is outside.
You work at St. Jean's?
Huh?
Work at St. James?
Mac.
Mac.
You're working there with my dad.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before, actually. I don't remember who he is, though.
Kirk.
Merle.
Kirk Merle?
He doesn't look anything like that. Well, I guess he actually he does look like him. He's
got a beard.
Got a big beard. Yep.
Yeah. He's not as tall as you, though, is he? Yeah, I know who he is. Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I played Destiny 2. I just got Brianna to start playing Destiny 2 last night.
What's
I
that?
loved it. Destiny 2?
You say what's that?
Destiny 2. Yeah.
It's made by the same people who made Halo.
Yeah, it's the worst game ever made. It's my favorite game.
Why are you laughing? That I don't know what that is.
Destiny's a huge deal.
It's crazy you never heard of it. That's,
I might have heard of it, but I just didn't know what it was. Like,
it's like Halo, but open world.
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But it's the worst game ever made.
You want to say
That's what everybody says.
It's
It's
the-
my favorite.
no one's
It was
happy
the
with
biggest FU to its player base.
Destiny 1 was
Destiny
so
1
beloved.
came out. It was beloved. People. It was fun. We weren't given everything we were promised, but they were. EA took over at the last minute, kind of messed a lot of stuff up. But it was a really cool game, and players were promised. Because when Destiny came out, they said, "Oh, by the way, we're absolutely 100% making Destiny 2, but don't worry, everything's going to transfer over. Nothing transfers over. Not a single thing. Everybody started over with new stuff. Like the story, none of your like nothing you did in Destiny 1. The story transferred over. So like some of the funny NPCs are still the funny NPCs, but yeah, and none of your weapons, none of your anything that you earned, and all of Destiny 1 transferred over. It was huge. It was a huge upset. No one liked it.
That's sad.
I never even played Destiny 1, so I guess that's why I'm not that upset about it.
Yep, that would definitely be why. I had Destiny 1. I never got Destiny 2, and it's free to play.
Yeah. It's like, it's a trial.
Oh, is that what
If
it
you're free
is?
to play, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can't do.
Well, that's stupid.
Tyrel, you been playing anything?
So I've been playing Stellaris again, actually.
You playing Stellaris again? I was talking to a kid about Stellaris the other day. I mean, he didn't know what it was, so I was trying to explain to him. I thought he might like a game like that.
It's like a RTS real time strategy game, but it's got like a lot.
It's like
of
playing the
Warcraft.
stock market.
Yeah,
Not World of Warcraft. Warcraft.
So like, civilization and...
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But it's all spacefaring stuff. You start out like as a civilization that like basically has nothing. They've just gotten to the point where they can first break into space, and they send out like research ships and stuff like that to different planets around
That's
them.
super cool.
And then you just build up like this huge empire as you go along.
Wow.
Taking other planets.
So talking about Stellaris again. Just watch one of our old.
I was explaining to Kyle what it is.
Yeah.
Do you like that kind of game, Kyle?
Actually, one of my favorite games of all time is Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that.
I've just heard about that. When my student workers was telling me about it, they've been playing Ultimate Epic Battle
Oh my
Simulator.
gosh, dude. It's one of the coolest games ever.
It has a cool concept. It's very poorly done.
I wouldn't say that.
It's not interesting after 10 minutes.
Is it a mobile game?
No.
Oh, it's not. Steam or something.
I enjoy it for
How do you
so-
play it for hours?
Do you have a Switch?
Yeah.
Pokemon Unite. It's a MOBA with Pokemon. Great. It's probably one of the best. It's probably one of the better, maybe not best, better introductions to the MOBA franchise. That's still like
What's
easy to
MOBA?
learn.
What are you talking?
Multiplayer online battle arena. League of Legends is the
Oh, okay.
top daddy as far as MOBAs are concerned. And League of Legends is extremely toxic and very difficult to play starting off for newcomers. You're gonna play League of Legends, you're gonna be like, all they did was say that they effed my mom and I have no kills and I died like 38 times. And that's your first game. Because even a bronze player will shred someone who's never played before. It has such a harsh learning curve. But this game is super fun, and I've enjoyed the crap out of it. I'm level 10. I just got
How
my
much was it?
free.
Oh.
That's
Free
what you
99?
Free
$3.99.
Free 99. It does have microtransactions for cosmetics.
And of course he spends money on them.
Y'all
saw his summer edition.
Because he's got to have Bulbasaur with a snorkel.
No, that was free. That was free. No, I did spend money on it because I looked at it and I was like, why did I put my last name in my gamer tag? It's supposed to be Shadow, not Foltz. So I was like, I have to fix this. how do you change your name? Well, you spend real currency and buy a name change card. Well, $5 it is. Change
Oh,
my
my
freaking name.
gosh.
So now my name's what is supposed to be on there. I hated that. I was like, I don't want to go in and be like DF Foltz. It's like, God dang it, I feel stupid.
Dustin Foltz.
Yeah. Ugh. So yeah, so I
Dustin Foltz.
yeah, it was so I have spent money on it, but not much.
Well, I hadn't been playing.
And I probably won't spend any more on it. People are complaining about it. It has a slight pay to win in it, but I was like I didn't see what they were talking about, so I actually looked in the game. It is very random, and it's not really pay to win. It's just that they can advance their hold items more quickly than you can, but they're gambling on doing it too. So there's a feature called you have this energy tank. And when you play games, you build up the energy. You can build it up so many times per week, and then you can't build it up anymore. And one of the things you can win from that energy tank is one of their sets of tickets, which can be converted into the item that upgrades your hold items. So theoretically, yes, there is a pay-to-win thing, which is kind of annoying. I just wish they'd go in and just remove the tickets, remove the item enhancer things, and then all you can get from it is cosmetics and other tickets that aren't pay-to-win.
So wait, but how does it differ from other Pokemon games?
It's not.
You don't catch Pokemon. You play as a Pokemon.
Okay, so in a MOBA, it's 2 teams of 5-on-5, and it's basically like capture the base. Except in League of Legends, you have to like destroy towers. Well, in this, there's little hoops, and you build up points by beating wild Pokemon that are around on the map. And then if you run into one of the enemy players, if you beat them and they have any points, you steal like 30% of their points, and you can pick them up. And then you get to go and slam dunk. It's basically mixing a bunch of concepts. It's Pokemon skinned, and they have all the Pokemon moves. I would like to see where this move. I just like that it's moving the Pokemon franchise forward. And Blastoise is the next release, and I think he's gonna be a defender. And that's my favorite. That's my favorite class. I like the defender role a lot.
So surely gonna spend $50 to get.
No, I'll buy him with my gold. I've been saving up.
So is it like Super Smash Brothers with Pokemon?
No. Those are fighting games. This is like kind of like you defend your base and also attack the enemy base.
What is it called?
Pokemon Unite. It is coming to mobile, but not until November.
Y'all don't know
I
what
think.
MOBAs are either?
I'm trying to picture like, is it like
MOBA?
Are you're playing as Pokemon, right? So are you like third person or first person?
You're above them.
So
It's omniscient, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're up here, like you're looking
And
down.
they run around just like in League of Legends.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I got
It's like a third person over the top of you thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get a full 360 on your Pokemon, and you can aim move. In this MOBA, so in League of Legends you have 4 active skills, a passive skill, and one of those active skills is your ultimate. In this, they simplify it. You have a passive. Your auto attack has a special thing to it. Every Pokemon has a unique styled auto attack, and then you have 2 skills you can use, which can be upgraded as your Pokemon gets stronger, and then you have an ultimate, which is called your Unite skill, and it just does something crazy. Yep, that's it right there.
Have you played Vainglory? Have you heard of Vainglory? It's a mobile MOBA.
Yeah,
I love that game. I played it a lot when it first came out, and I was pretty good at it. And then the updates were way too much.
I don't like a lot of mobile MOBAs. This is going to be one. They basically form factor it ready because they plan on having a phone release for it.
So the Vainglory had just one lane, and you kind of fought, and then the jungles were all below it, and then there was like the center monster, and then you could jungle.
It's a lot like League of Legends ARAM. It's all random, all middle is where that means, and it was where they basically. That actually comes from a very like one of the early seasons of League of Legends, where all the players would just unanimously agree through honor system. Hey guys, let's all hit random and all go mid. And even though League of Legends has like 3 lanes, they have your mid lane, top lane, and then bot lane. And then normally you'd have 1 go top, 1 go mid, 2 go bot, and then a jungler who rotates between the lanes to make a global impact. That's the structure.
You're going way too in depth for all of them.
No, I'm following right now.
Just go back and re-listen to that if you're having trouble. But so that's the structure of the game. And then a lot of players at some point just decided, hey, screw it, let's just all pick random players, go in the middle. And that eventually League of Legends created a whole format for it called ARAM. And they made a whole other map called the Howling Abyss, and it's just a big bridge. and then all the players
Everybody just goes to the middle?
Just yeah, and just
Okay, that's funny.
kill each other.
That's
yeah,
funny.
it's fun. Yeah, and it was actually the players kind of made that format just from just unanimously agreeing. Hey, let's screw around, and have some fun. But yeah, League of Legends is very, very, very toxic community.
League of Legends has been around for so long.
I turned the game on for 30 minutes and I uninstalled it. No joke. I don't even know.
How many of them had sexual relations with your mom? All of them, I bet.
Probably all.
Yeah, yeah. League of
That girl
Legends.
was 13 years old and she's doing my mom. You're not even a boy.
League of Legends came out in 2009.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't start hearing about it until a couple years ago.
Oh, it's been big for a long.
It's been big since 2012.
But it's like the biggest deal in
Asia, basically.
well in
Korea specifically.
in professional gaming too. Like,
I knew that.
yeah. That and not Fortnite, the other one.
PUBG.
No.
World of Warcraft.
Oh, what's the big shooter game that's
Overwatch?
Overwatch? Yeah.
Johnny told me that League of Legends is fixing to make a World of Warcraft type MMO of their own.
How's World of Warcraft doing? Are they still coming up with stuff?
They,
Struggling, I heard.
they're struggling in regular WoW, but they got all their original people to start coming back whenever they're
So Classic is doing better than WoW?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
for professionals, the professional players and all the people.
So is Classic WoW? It started over. It was like just the very first or the first game, right?
Yeah.
Are you talking about
Are
like
they
just
adding-
vanilla servers where they didn't do any of the updates? Or are you talking about like something that
Classic
that
WoW.
Blizzard's actually doing?
Do you know what Classic is?
No, this is Blizzard's. Blizzard's did this.
Okay, so
yeah.
I know that there are players who hosted servers where it was like where it was like
No,
old
yeah,
versions.
no, the entire game. They're going back and they're like they're starting over, but they're not doing really any kind of thing to mess with the original game except update the graphics.
Okay, so will they or eventually bring in the Ice King expand? Yeah,
That's the next one. Yeah, they just
they're redropping their whole game.
Yeah.
People buying this?
Yes. No, you don't have to buy it anymore. It's all
Oh, it's free.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow,
cool.
Yeah.
So what's the money? Microtransactions for cosmetics?
No, you can actually buy a crap ton of stuff now. They have their own store and everything.
No, like you can buy like actual like items you should get from a dungeon, like actual content or like what?
No, more like mounts and
Yeah, cosmetics.
all that. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
okay. Yeah, cosmetics. But no, I don't. They have an end goal with it, but they're keeping Classic separate from the other one. The other one's like it's made you
you're
be
like
7 years old.
110 now.
What was the first expansion? Like Burning Crusade or something was
Burning
the first.
Crusade is the second.
Second.
The very
Lich
first one
King's
is
the third.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade,
Lich
Lich
King,
King, and then the Cataclysm.
Cataclysm.
That's all I know. I don't
then-
know anything after Cataclysm.
Mr. Pandera.
Mr.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So they're just redropping them all.
I don't know if they're doing all of them. I don't know, but they are doing it for a specific reason.
That's
I just can't
funny.
remember what it was.
So original WoW with all of the expansions already on is pretty much done. They're not adding anything to it anymore.
No, I think they're still.
Oh, they
going with
are?
that. I
Okay.
think Classic is leaning towards the professional and skilled players who miss the competitive part of it.
Okay.
You know,
Because
I
WoW
don't
used
see
to
that. I don't
WoW
know.
used to be really difficult.
I have the coolest story ever.
Before like Mr. Pandaria, I want to say Cataclysm was pretty difficult. I know Lich King and everything before it was difficult.
Yeah, Lich King was probably the last good challenging.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So I don't know much as far as Cataclysm, and I know Mr. Pandaria. That's when it was just like, look,
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda's
People
playing-
like Kung Fu Panda.
Well, in Classic WoW, you got to be level 40 to get a mount. In regular WoW, I think you're like level 15 and you get a mount. And it just
Oh yeah, getting a mount was a
caters
big deal.
to casual players instead of.
What's your story, Seth?
So, we went to college with a guy named David. He was in my wedding. Y'all know David. Yeah. He loved WoW, but he got to the point he only liked certain expansions. He would not buy the new expansion until they gave it to him for free. So he was leveled out like maximum level, but there was higher maximum levels that he could be if he paid for the game. But all he cared about was getting one mount, a flying mount called Ashes of Alar. And all he did, he got on multiple times a week, and he would pay someone in-game currency. He didn't actually have to use money on it, but he would pay someone to run him through because they were max level, and he was only like level 60. So they could do the whole dungeon by themselves, and then he would get whatever loot because he was wanting a like 1% drop or something on the main boss for just a
So
cosmetic
it was
flying
actual
thing.
level 60 content. He
Yeah,
just
he was-
he can clear it with one guy. Because,
Yeah, he couldn't beat it himself. So that's all and he gave up playing a lot of times. And for Christmas one year, I knew he'd given up playing. I got him a World of Warcraft monthly subscription thing so that he could play for a month. His very first time playing, someone got him his mount, Ashes of Valor. So like I said, that was part of his Christmas present. Don't know if he ever played the game again.
And Seth started playing, which in my opinion
I
is the
tried-
funniest part of the story.
I played a lot in college. Because he's like, yeah, just play with me, and like so. At first, he started a new character over, so he played with me. Quickly quit that, and made me just grind all the way up to like
Oh,
his
that's
level
horrible.
60, and I did it. And then he immediately just killed me. Like he challenged me to a fight, killed me
Because you didn't have any gear for
didn't
your
have
level.
any gear. Because
Why would he do that?
Because he's
He thought it was funny. And then like again, he never played with me again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
One of the funnest things I actually did ever on WoW.
That wasn't quiet.
I locked myself at level 20 and would do like just the PvP capture the flag games. That was really fun at level, like doing level 20 PvPs. That was really fun.
Yeah, your characters get so like because your characters are designed to fight these boss enemies, in dungeons and stuff. They really have to do a lot of tweaking at max level to get PvP to be.
People
even
took
close
it
to that.
so seriously. Like
They did.
if you wanted to join some guilds, you would have to send a picture of your keyboard layout to the guild, so they would be like, "Yeah, you're serious enough. You know how to like." Because you have to press your buttons at a certain time in a certain order to get the maximum amount of damage and stuff.
Yeah.
I never could figure that. I was always bad. You could put add-ons onto the game to tell who was doing the most damage and stuff. So I didn't want to tank. I didn't want to heal. I just wanted to do DPS. I'm just trying to get through dungeons. I'm trying to do damage, and the healers were doing more damage than me. And I was trying my absolute hardest. And it's just not a game for me.
That's the way I feel about ESO. As much as I like that game, it just that game
play too hard or what?
That game is all about having connections with guilds. It's like
Same thing with Final Fantasy 14. If you don't have a free company, you can't do the end level content, which is what I always enjoy doing. Is that like those big 8-man raids? They're always so much fun, and yeah, you can't do that without a free company because you random in and you're guaranteed 2 people won't know what to do and they're going to die, and now there's not enough damage to kill the boss before the enraged timer and he kills them. Just missing one person you won't make it because how tough they make the fights, because they're not for casuals. They're not that end level stuff. It's in Final Fantasy I guess they keep it a little stricter than WoW does at least, and yeah, they're not for casuals. You can't just go in there and lollygag around and still beat the boss.
Yeah.
it is like they have like these massive 12-player dungeons. You have to have access to
In
it.
WoW, it was what 40 was the big one.
40.
Wasn't there? It wasn't 40. Wasn't WoW Classic? There was 40-man dungeons.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow, that's
League of
For the
Really?
big ones.
I thought there was
Final-
only like 5 or 6.
No, there's I don't think they do them anymore.
Not for the boss, the final boss of that expansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the best example I can.
Lich
use.
King was a 40-man one.
Right. Yeah, that was a big one.
And the reason that's so hard is probably because some people won't take it seriously.
Yeah, you only need a couple people to just screw around.
You
or
would.
just stand at the beginning and wait. They're like, if they clear it, I get the rewards. If they don't, I didn't invest any time because I was doing something else.
You were talking about Seth about not being able to do enough damage to a boss or something while you're playing. That's the way I felt. When I got into ESO, they had just come out with that Elsewhere DLC.
Yeah.
And I bought it because it came with the Necromancer, which is a new class you can play in the game. And one of the things that the Necromancer can do is you can actually revive your allies if they're in a 30-foot circle. You can resurrect them back up and bring them back to life.
Was that the first class that got the ability to do that or something?
Yeah, it's one of the only. Well, there's the healer, but they don't get an ability like that. Their thing is they just keep everybody who's alive up.
Right.
They don't let them.
Classic
die.
healer thing.
But the Necromancer literally brings your allies back to life from death. So I remember going I actually managed to find a group that actually wanted to run through this big massive. I think it's called the Celestial Tower or something like that, and it was a hard dungeon. fighting a bunch of creatures I'd never even heard of in the Elder Scrolls games. It's really weird.
Oh, that's crazy for something you've never even heard of.
Not an Elder Scroll, surely.
Something straight out of Tiger Skull RPG or something.
Well, it was strange. Because like, you end up actually fighting, you know, like in the Elder Scrolls games, you get the thief, the mage, and the warrior.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to fight the actual like manifestation of those like.
That's Soul Stones.
That's cool.
Not Soul Stones.
That's pretty neat.
Seer Stones?
Doomstone.
Sears, I think they're called Seer Stones in Skyrim.
Well, in Oblivion they were called Doomstones, and in Skyrim they were called something else. I forget what they were called.
Oh, they're called Seer Stones.
Maybe
Oh
it's
my gosh! You know what? I did start playing a brand new game, and I've played it every single night for a week straight.
What?
Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I have. I am not even kidding, dude.
God.
I am not even
You're
kidding.
canceled.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yes.
Just when you thought those targeted ads don't work.
Dude, yeah, they got me, man.
Who hasn't downloaded that game to try it though?
Me.
Like,
Me.
I've tried
take,
it. It's
Kyle.
really bad.
Yeah, free games are one of the worst sources
think
of
I ever
malware. They're the number one worst source of malware on for any
Really?
mobile device. It's
I have an iPhone. iPhone. Yes.
Oh, I hate to tell you, iPhones have malware.
Yeah, straight from
Call it-
Apple, probably.
We have malware that we can live with, unlike you Android people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Destroy your phone.
On that happy note, you already shut this thing
Yeah.
down. Gotta set it up. Anyway, thanks for listening. Check out Tiger Skull RPG. Use code Commoners30 for 30% off on TigerSkullRPG.com.
Raid Shadow Legends.
We're about to play some D&D.
See ya.